comfortable seated position. Actually, I need more height today. I've done some stuff this week that I think's just made my knees a little bit more tender. Ooh. Right. Okay, so gently closing your eyes, sitting up tall, shoulders back, and resting your hands on your thighs. And just take a few gentle breaths just to settle into the space. Okay, so we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing to start off with today. I'll guide you through it. So keeping your left hand on your thigh, bringing your right hand up, placing your pistol fingers upwards, maybe resting on your forehead, your thumb hovering over your right nostril, and your ring finger hovering over your left nostril. Come closer so that you can see. So we're just hovering over the nostrils. Okay. So we're going to start off breathing in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left, in through the left, out through the right. So imagine the lark. Okay. So just gently pressing on your right nostril, breathing in through the left. Then hold that and swap so that you're holding the left nostril and not the right. And exhale through the right. Then in through the right. Swap so that you can breathe out through the left. In through the right. Swapping and out through the left. Sorry, I've got my right and left mixed up. We're out through the right. In through the right. Swap and out through the left. In through the left. Swap out through the right. In through the right. Swap out through the left. In through the left. And out through the right. In through the right. And out through the left. I'd like you just to do a few more rounds on in your own time. And next time you exhale through your left nostril, just drop your hand and go back to your normal breath. And just sit quietly for a moment. Okay, so if you'd like to get rid of any props, come and stand towards the front of your mat and we'll just do a few warm-ups and salutations. So, just check your alignment in mountain pose. Tailbone just dropping down gently, shoulders down your back, lifting up through your spine, chin parallel to the floor. Engage your legs, coming up towards your groins and feet, outside edges of your feet, parallel with the outside edges of your mat, with your ankle joints directly under your hip joints and your knee joints. Your eyes closed, just feel that grounding of your feet. And then as you inhale, bringing your arms all the way up and stretching, looking up and fold forward up the hips to the ground. And then as you inhale, coming halfway up and stretch your spine forward to get a bit of length. And then just refold, dropping the weight of your head. And as you inhale, I want you to roll up with soft knees, rolling all the way up through your spine, arms up, looking up, and back to mountain pose. Inhaling up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, stretch that spine forwards, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees all the way up. Exhale to mountain. Inhaling up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees, rolling up, all the way up, looking up to fingertips, and exhale to mountain. We'll take a few breaths. Check your alignment, stand tall. Inhaling up, and exhale, folding down. Inhale, halfway rise. And then as you exhale, plant your hands on the floor directly under your shoulder joints and step back into a plank. Take a breath, turning the eye of your elbow to the front. And then as you exhale, bringing your knees and backs of your feet to the ground, pushing your bottom back, letting your elbows drop to the ground, and then coming forward between your arms until your chest and your chin touch the floor and your elbows are slightly bent off the mat. Then taking your legs, slide your legs back and push with your hands into a little cobra. Looking up, just a gentle back bend, and then exhale into a downward facing dog. And just move about here however feels good. Maybe you'll walk your legs, maybe take your heels from side to side and give yourself a little side stretch. Maybe go onto your toes and just rock forwards with your shoulders over your wrists and back. Forward and back. And on your next exhale, small steps, straight legs as you can, onto the mat, into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up, and exhale fold. Inhale, soft knees coming all the way up, looking up, and exhale, hands back down to your sides, into your mountain pose. Take a breath. Inhaling, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, plant hands into plank, take a breath, and go through another Vinyasa. And we're meeting down dog just for a few breaths. On your next exhale, Walking forward, legs as straight as you can, into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees, coming all the way up, and exhale to mountain. Just take a breath. Inhaling, arms up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, fold. Plant hands into plank, and go through a vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or you can do half or full yogi push-up. And we meet again in down dog. And exhale, bringing our feet to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees all the way up, and exhale to mountain pose. Just take a breath. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold. This time taking your pistol fingers and wrapping them around your big toe so that your palms are facing towards each other. Looking forward, bent knees if you need them, and then elbows out to the side as you drop down and drop your head. And release. Have your knees as bent as you like, maybe resting your belly on your thighs, let your head be loose. Just use that grip on your toes just to ease you back down a little bit more. And then coming halfway up, releasing your hands, and this time sliding your hands palms up underneath your feet until your toes meet the crease of your elbows. Looking up, again, knees as softened, as bent as you need. And as you exhale, let your elbows drop out, and dropping your head down, loose neck. Just check that you can wobble your neck really loosely. Take a few breaths, and every time you exhale, just use those arms just to gently ease you back down a little bit more. Inhaling, releasing the hands halfway up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, pushing up, slight bending your knees all the way up, and exhaling into mountain. Take a breath. And then as you inhale, bringing your arms forward, sit down on your chair, making sure that you can see your big toe and your first toe in front of your knees, just to check the tracking. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands into plank and do another vinyasa. And as we meet in down dog, on your next inhale, right leg up. And as you exhale, bring it forward, turning out your back foot 45 degrees and coming into a warrior one. Exhaling, hands down, back into plank and through another vinyasa. We meet in down dog. And on your next inhale, left leg up. Exhaling it forward between your hands and turning out the back foot 45 degrees into a warrior one on the other side. And exhaling, hands down through a vinyasa and back to down dog for a few breaths. Again, when just move around how it feels good or stay still. Pushing up through your hands, really stretching that bum up. And then on your next exhale, stepping your feet to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale halfway up and exhale fold. Inhaling into your chair, sitting right down. And as you exhale, back to mountain pose. Take a breath. Inhale, arms forward into chair. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, plant your hands, stepping or jumping back into your plank pose. Take a breath and go through another Vinyasa. Inhaling the right leg up and exhaling it forward between the hands into warrior one on the other side, on the right side. Exhaling, hands down, plank, Vinyasa, and we meet again in down dog. And once you're in down dog, on your next inhale, the left leg up. Exhaling that foot forwards and into warrior one on the other side. Pushing the weight into the outside of your back foot. Exhaling, hands down into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, yogi push up. Inhaling, sliding the legs back. And into a little cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a few breaths. And then stepping forward to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, fold. And then as you inhale, arms forward and sit in your chair. Looking up between your hands and exhale to mountain pose. Just take a few breaths. Okay, so we're going to do the first pose now. So you're going to need a strap, your bolster. I'm going to show you where we're going, okay, and then you can build it to how you feel you need it. So we're going to be sitting right at the front here, and we're going to be lying back, and we're going to have a strap round our feet and up round our waist into a supported butterfly pose. Okay, so I think my bolster's long enough. I'm just putting that blanket on the end just to support my head a little bit more. The strap needs to come round underneath your armpits, so it's really high on your back. Actually, no, you want this one low on your back. I'm talking rubbish. And then take them between your knees and round the outside of your feet. Okay, and have your buckle on one side so that you can tighten it or loosen it as needed. You'll find if you do it too tight, then when you lie back, you'll need to loosen it off. Okay. So just lying back. And relax. Palms facing up, shoulders dropping down. And just chill. Before we carry on now, just check that you're comfortable. It's not like the gravity yoga where you can expect to feel some stretch pain. This is a gentle practice. So just move yourself if you need to. And then once you're in position, just let go. Just quickly check that your tongue and your jaw are relaxed. Hips, shoulders. Just acknowledge any sort of feelings that come up as well. If you're suffering from any sort of feelings of vulnerability in your life, you might find this pose makes you feel a bit anxious, because the natural thing isn't to open up our chests when we're under threat. So just acknowledge that if that's going on. Okay guys, if you'd like to loosen off the strap, to release your legs, and then just gently roll off to the side to come up. Okay, I'd like you to take your bolster and this time put it across the mat. We're going to lie across it across our shoulder blades with the tops of our shoulders, just peeking it, coming over the top. So it's a real chest opener, this. And with our arms back. If you want to support your head, use a blanket or a brick or a block. That's completely up to you, how your neck feels. And relax. And if your neck feels okay, then you can just rest the top of your head on the floor. It's a supported fish pose. Okay, so now's the time, if you're feeling like you're uncomfortable, just adjust your position. I want to move up so that the bolsters slightly look down on my back, support them, middle part of my back. Nearly there now. Just another 30 seconds or so. Okay, so just carefully bending your knees, pushing your feet on the floor, and just push yourself up. Gently coming off that. Okay, so we're going to do a bridge now. So the only thing you're going to need is your strap. The strap's going to go across the front of your ankles. And then rolling down onto your back with your heels close to your bottom. Then holding onto the strap, bringing your feet closer, hip width apart, and then peeling your hips off the floor, and pushing up and coming up onto your shoulders. And we'll just rest here for a few minutes. You might feel a really nice stretch down the front of your thighs, front of your hips. Squeezing your buttocks and pushing up through your feet. And then releasing the strap, flattening your shoulders onto the ground and rolling back down and stretching your legs out. Coming back up into the seated position. Okay, you don't need any props for this next one. Right, this next one's called wind release pose, so I shall apologise in advance. Have the strap next to you just in case you decide you want. In fact, I'm going to modify this. We are going to use the strap. Put the strap around your back. Okay, so the lower back. And then coming rolling down onto your back, bending your knees, and then just tie the strap around your legs. Just fiddle around until you get that right. You feel supported and relax. You might find that you can tighten the strap over time. Relax your belly. Okay, so if you'd like to release the strap from around your knees, bring yourself gently up. Okay, so back to the bolster. This time it wants to be across the mat where your hips will go. Okay, so put your lower back onto the bolster, rolling your back down onto the floor, and bringing your knees up and reaching up for your feet, the outside edges of your feet. And just hang here for a few minutes. So your knees want to be dropping down towards the outside of your chest. Your feet are as if you're stood, positioned as if you're stood on the ceiling. And your belly goes up between your thighs. And just letting the weight of your arms, just pulling those knees down a little bit more. Okay, releasing your feet, rolling over to the side and coming off the bolster. Okay. So again, you're just going to need your strap. You're going to take your strap high on your back, just underneath your armpits, and make it into a big loop. Okay, so rolling back, bending your knees, placing your feet into the strap. Cross the balls of your feet and relax. Relax your belly. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, staying where you are, take your left foot out of the strap and let your left foot come down to the floor so that only your right foot is in the strap this time. Tighten or loosen the strap as needed. Relax as much as you can. Okay, so I'd like you to swap legs now. So stretching the right leg out. This time bringing the left leg up. You might need to lengthen your strap a bit just to get in position. And relax. Okay, so if you'd like to come out of that one. Okay, so you're going to need for this next one, just have handy your bolster and a couple of bricks. Somebody's got their audio on. Okay, so we're sitting across the long side of the mat with our legs apart. You can just move your bottom flesh back. And we're just going to do a forward fold. So your options are to come down with your head on a brick and just relax your arms in front of you. That's one option. If you need a bit more height, if you've got a bolster, then they're quite good because what you can modify it. So if you actually angle the bolster up to you, and then you can hold the other end and just come down over it. So you've got quite a bit of control over how low you go. And relaxing your arms, your feet, your shoulders. And if you need to adjust yourself, then now's the time. Okay, so just walking your hands back, bring it to upright, getting rid of your props. Use your hands to carefully bring your legs back together and set yourself up for your final relaxation. We're just going to Shavasana. For those of you that are watching the recording, then just carry on, because we haven't got much time, so just carry on with this for as long as you like. So just taking your lower back down towards your feet, stretching your feet out and apart and letting them just flop down to the outside, palms facing up. Big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Just one more in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And just gently, your mind just going over your body from your toes all the way up. And just relax everywhere. Remember to relax your belly and your jaw, and let your tongue rest lightly in your mouth.